Hi, I'm Beverly Gotting, and I'm here today to demonstrate a few things and to tell you about how to set up a studio for oil painting. Now, if you're going to take up oil painting, there's just a few minor things that you need to know. A good assortment of brushes is always the best thing. You can spend up to like $900 on a brush, or you can get a whole package of 12 for $5.95. But you want to pick someplace in the middle and buy brushes that are quality and worth painting with. They come in different shapes. This is called a flat brush, and this is called a bright, and they're exactly alike except that one is longer than the other, and this one is supposed to be easier to blend your paints and work with. This is for a little bit more fine work. This is a filbert, and the reason it is different than this is because they have tapered it in a oblong shape. It's also great for painting. Here's a round brush. And whether you just pick up a brush down at the hardware store for putting the paint on the first layer, make sure that you get good quality brushes. You don't have to spend a fortune, but you don't want them to fall apart. You don't want to take one of those ones that comes in $5.95 for a dozen and go to move the paint across your canvas and have every one of your bristles go through the paint. Been there and done that. So, also, if you're going to buy paint, you need to buy quality paint. It's going to hurt a little bit the first time, but you just need to buy good stuff. If you buy cheap, you're not going to enjoy it, you're not going to get the paint to move the way you want, and you're not going to come out with a good painting. Another thing is you can go places like Michael's, and they have 50% off coupons. You can buy the great big tubes of $20 tubes for $10 and buy one a day, one per coupon. That works. Also, if you'll look right over here, this is a nice work table. I have one of these in my garage. Mine is like 4 by 8. It stands a little higher. I can stretch canvas and do anything. I have boxes underneath that have all my different power tools, everything I would need. It isn't necessary that you have a big garage like I do to work on your stuff. It doesn't matter if it's just a little corner. But what you need to do is to have an organized area, and if you're just starting out, don't try to do every media there is. You'll have too much invested and not have enough time to become a quality painter if you're messing with 40 different things. Get yourself in order, and then as you have more space, you can branch out. Let me see, here's something. I have a tray at home that's similar to this table here, and it has a little tray on top. This is really nice. I bought mine for $35, and I bought a second one that had a handle and a drawer that I keep out next to my workstation. And the one that I paint with, I have a bread cake taker. This comes from Walmart. And if you watch, they come in different colors for the season, and so this was like Halloween. When Halloween was over, I got this cake taker for $2.50. The bottom part is all metal, and what's nice is that the lid comes off. I put this inside of my tray because like I said, mine has a more depth area. This goes inside my tray. I put my glass palette inside of it, and I have my paint on there. Now, if I'm not going to paint for a while, I can put the lid back on and keep it from having the air. If I'm using, if I'm using acrylics, I can just put the lid on and shove it in my freezer, and the paint is there, ready to use the next time I want to take it out and paint. There's so many tricks to learning how to paint, but the biggest thing is to be clean and organized. Under the glass palette, I mentioned that already, you can put a white piece of paper, and it makes the colors stand out so you can see what you're mixing. You want to have a nice sturdy easel. Don't buy a cheap easel, get a nice sturdy one, because as you're moving around, that easel is going to be moving around, and you don't want your painting to go flipping over on the floor and ruining your floor, ruining your painting, and wasting your time. Well, I think I think that we're just out of time right now, and check back, I might have some more information on another day. Thank you very much for your time.